Another guy that played for you last year, the quarterback, Kaleb Eleby. He's another guy that people are looking at as a potential developmental quarterback. Let's take a look at Kaleb. And when you see it, the size, 6'1", 208. He's got, the 9 1/4 hand size. That's Baker Mayfield kind of hand size. You are a former college quarterback. What stands out about Kaleb Eleby as a developmental type guy at the NFL level?
Yeah, I think the arm strength. I mean, that's not his arm is not normal. I've coached. I'm a quarterback coach by trade. He has an unbelievable arm. I mean, better than any quarterback I've ever coached. He can make every throw. I mean, to go practice after practice after practice after practice and the ball not touching the ground for an entire practice. His accuracy and arm talent is unlike anything I've seen. So it's been fun to watch him just be so special at something, and he needs to work. He needs time. He needs a drop back, read coverage, adjust protections. I mean, a lot of things that he's going to have to learn at the next level. But the moment he decides where he's going with it and he breaks his hands, you're going to be happy with what you see because he can flat out spin it.
And you kind of touched on it. What are some of the things that an NFL team is going to work with him on to kind of improve and get where he needs to go? Again, he'd be a developmental guy, somebody you bring in and you teach him and you show him the ropes and you get him in your system.
Yeah, the top end, like you said, I mean, the top end is off the charts arm-wise. The arm talent is there, the arm strength, the touch, the accuracy. You can watch him play. When we played Pitt this year, some of those throws in tight windows were NFL-type windows throws, which you either have or you don't. The biggest part for him is just going to be a drop-back game. We're a big RPO team. We didn't drop back a ton. So just the seeing the multiple coverages, moving underneath defenders, anticipating windows, those are the things that, really even the great college quarterbacks need to be ready for at the next level. You're going to see split coverage and bracketed coverage, and the coverage structure you're going to see is going to be at a whole new level than what he's seen here. And being able to have to figure out what they're in, figure out how to protect yourself and get the ball to the right place is something that he's going to have to work on. And no matter where he goes, he's going to have to work on that. And the thing is, once he figures that out, he can get it there. There's no doubt about that. So that's going to be his biggest hurdle, that he's going to have to go in and get it in the playbook. And, NFL, he's got to spit out the long plays and understand what his reads are and then go to work.
All right. Before I let you go, what type of kid is Kaleb? And also, again, I keep going back to it. You were a quarterback. What do you appreciate about Kaleb under center?
Well, I think the biggest thing off the field would be his leadership capabilities. Such a unique young man. I remember being in his living room in St. Louis and watching him address his little brother. And he got down on a knee and he was talking to him. His brother was upset about something. I forget what it was. And just watching the way he communicated, I remember leaning over to my then offensive coordinator and said, hey, we might have a special one here. And from the moment he stepped in the building, every single day, he was talking to everybody. I mean, even when he wasn't the starter, he was friends with the O-linemen. He was friends with the D-linemen, the DBs, the linebackers. He has such a way about him of bringing people together. So this team, and any team I think that he's on is going to play for him. That's an ability, communicating and connecting with people. And when you're out there and you're connected with all those guys you're out there with, it's amazing what people around you will do and how hard they will play for you. And I think that's something that's super unique about him, that once he gets into a locker room and once people see him, I think they'll be impressed.